Hi friends, it's Michelle with Garden Jargon, and it is the 25th of February today. I'm in my basement. We are finished planting all of these milk jugs on the counter here. Lauren came over a couple days ago and helped me plant up all of these pots with seeds for brassicas, as well as a ton of different flowers that we've never tried before. So I have soaked them and let them drip into these tubs. And now I'm ready to tape them up, and then I'm going to get them outside. I'll also show you all of the varieties that we planted in all of these jugs. I'm brand new to winter sowing in milk jugs. I've never done it before. So this is an experiment for you guys to watch or do it along with me. I have no idea if this is going to work. This is a complete experiment. Everything that we are doing, I am taking notes so that I can see for next year how it fared. I don't know if we need to sow them sooner. I don't know if we could sow them later. This is all brand new to me. I'm growing in the Chicagoland area. I'm in grow zone 5B. Our last expected frost date is right around Mother's Day, so we kind of keep an eye on the weather for about 2 weeks there in the middle of May before we plant anything outside that's frost tender. And yeah, so I'm going to hyperlapse the next video as I'm taping up all of these jugs. I put them in these Rubbermaid tubs just so that they can drain, because I have 4 holes in the bottoms of all of my jugs, as well as 4 holes around the edges of my jugs. That way they went ahead, I soaked them really good, and then I'm going to tape them up, and I wanted all that water to drip out. And then I'm going to move them outside. I'll take you outside with me so I could show you where I have these placed in my yard, right next to the north end of my house. And then I'm going to show you all the varieties that I grew, that we're going to grow or try to grow. So sit tight for the time lapse. What I wanted to show you really quick is how we cut these jugs. We cut the jugs to where there's still a hinge right in line with the handle so that that doesn't fall off. And then I set that right in front of me with all the soil in there. And I made sure for a couple days that these jugs sat down here to drain so that the sides of the jugs weren't wet when I was trying to tape these, because tape does not stick to wet things. And instead of having to dry them off with a towel and then tape them, I just let them sit down here for a couple days so that they could air dry. And then I'm just taking duct tape and I'm wrapping it around the seam. And some of them I've gone double layer just to see if it really makes a difference or if I'm actually wasting duct tape. We shall see. And then I cut that off, and then I press down so that it sticks really nicely to the plastic jug, like this. And now that jug is all sealed, and here's one of the holes that's on the sides, and I did 4 of those all the way around, and then 4 holes on the bottom. You can see it's still dripping, so it's nice, got a lot of moisture in there. Then we also put a plant marker inside of what the variety is in this jug, as well as we wrote it on the outside of the jug, and then covered it with a piece of packing tape, just so that the water doesn't let that erode off of there. I don't know if it's the sun UV rays that makes the Sharpie disappear or if it's the water that makes it run off. We also had a half-gallon jug. I did the same exact thing to a half-gallon jug. This is Globe Amaranth, and I made a little hinge. I put the plant marker inside the half-gallon, and I'm going to go ahead and tape that up. So that one's ready to go also. So sit tight. I'm going to go ahead and time lapse taping up all the rest of these jugs. Using duct tape to tape these jugs up. I have generic from Office Depot duct tape as well as like original duct tape. Both seem to work just fine. I would recommend not using packing tape as I see that the sun or the elements outside make the tape peel. So duct tape's the way to go. I'm back. Okay, so they're all taped up. And I will tell you what we have. Right here we have celery, broccoli, cauliflower, kale. These are going to be interesting. These are fennel seed from Spice Island, out of my spice aisle at my grocery store. And this is dill seed from a McCormick spice jar from my spice aisle at my grocery store, as well as dill and celery seed. So celery seed, dill, and fennel. These are all from spice jars. I'm trying to grow stuff because that stuff that's in the spice jars, guys, is just when these herbs went to flower and then they drop seed and they harvest the seed and we use them as spices. So I have 2 broccolis here. I have 2 cauliflowers, Lacinato Kale 2 times, cosmos, snapdragons, carnations, lunaria, honesty, strawflower, gloriosa, daisies, kale, nicotinia, salvia, calendula or calendula, however you want to say it, globe amaranth, chatters double hollyhocks, and scabosia. I am not certain exactly what all of those are. Strawflower. I do know what strawflower looks like, but guys, look at this Burpee seed package. This was packaged for $19.90. We have these strawflowers in one of these jugs, and we're going to see if it grows. From $19.90. Look at this Burpee seed packet. Look at the word Burpee up in the top. Like, I'm sure it's gone through a couple owners since then. These are some antique seeds. I actually just got these from a girlfriend of mine. They had a death in the family and they were cleaning out the house and they almost threw all these seed packets in the garbage. Everlasting Bouquet, Globe Amaranth. I don't know the seed company, NK. I think they might still be out there, but I definitely know that this logo is not their logo anymore. Bonfire Salvia. We all know about Bonfire Salvia. This is packaged for $19.94. So old. Oh man, look at this. This seed packet of Cosmos was 55 cents. They're so old. This was packaged for $19.90 also. Look at this seed packet. Now, the one thing that you should all know about seed packets, there's going to be a couple that sprout. The germination drops dramatically years after years after years. So you're still going to be able to grow something. You just might not grow a lot. So she did plant these jugs super heavy because these packets are so old, our germination rate might be nil. But it's a fun experiment, right? This date has been washed off. Calendula, 55 cents. Wouldn't it be awesome if all seed companies sold their packages of seeds for 55 cents? Carnations. Now, this is like the craziest thing. Carnations. I have never grown a carnation, and I have never been in a flower garden that had carnations. I think of it as like the unicorn flower. Like they always were in my life when I was in middle school and high school, because that's the only kind of flowers that they ever sold in flower sales and stuff. This is the Chatters Double Mix Hollyhocks. So carnations are something that I've never seen grow in a garden. So I'm excited to see what those look like. Gloriosa. I'm not sure what these are. This is from a seed company in Illinois. Something Park, Illinois, 60940. I wonder if they're still around. I'm in Illinois. We got seed company in Illinois? That would be awesome. These grow up to be 3 feet tall. Gloriosa daisies. Some more Cosmos. 55-cent Cosmos. Cosmos are just awesome. These get 4 or 5 feet tall. I had some Cosmos last year, got like 6 and 7 feet tall. But man, they took forever to flower. As soon as they flowered, it got snowy. Scabosia. Seed packet, $1.04. I hope that that's focusing for you guys. Lacinato Kale, I got from a seed exchange. Nicotonia. This is a flowering tobacco plant, I heard. But it's pretty. It's red. And I know hummingbirds like red. And then these, I remember when I was young, my mom always had these and they were always dried out. Honesty Mix. Lunaria, I don't know if I'm saying it right. Guys, you are welcome to tell me how to pronounce these things in the description below. Broccoli, and then snapdragons. And snapdragons, they're so dang pretty. At snapdragons. So please tell me in the description below, like what you start in milk jugs. Do you milk jug? Have you had success? Has it failed? Why did it fail? What grow zone are you growing in? Like I said, it's February 25th today. We just got another 3 inches of snow yesterday. It's going to be sunny and in the 30s and 40s all week, and then we're expecting more snow next week. So the climate is like here. It'll snow like 4 to 6 inches. And it'll stay on the ground for like 5 days, and then it'll warm up and rain, and then that'll all go away, and then it'll be ugly again, and then it'll do the same thing. And it does that throughout the whole season. So I'm going to get these outside. I'm going to take you with me so you can see where I plant these things, or actually stick them in the ground outside. So stick with me. All right, guys, we're outside. As you can see, my garden is sleeping right now. This is the east side of my house. That is the south. That is the north. That is the west. And this is the north end of my house, which I have the milk jugs right here that we planted last week. Those are all, what are they? Milkweed. Man, it's Friday. I had a brain fart. So that is all milkweed there. And I'm going to put the rest of these jugs right here on this table with the milkweed. So let me get a shovel so I can clear off that snow. Thank goodness it wasn't frozen to the table. So these are all milkweed. So I'm going to go ahead and just put all the rest of these out here. So no sun hits these things. So I don't want any sun to hit them until they start to sprout, from what I'm reading anyway. And then when they do, I have plenty of space out here to put them in areas where they can get some sun. freezing out here. I'm putting these on the edge of the table, praying that my critters don't jump up here and think it's food and knock them over. But I park right here, so I can see these when I pull in every day to see if one bit the dust. And then I have these last 5 I can put right here. There we go. That's it. It's freezing. All right, so there you have it. There are my milk jugs. I'm probably planning on getting a couple more milk jugs to do some more brassicas. The beautiful thing about setting up this kind of milk jug section outside is you don't have to use your grow room space for that. I grow lots of trays of plants in my basement. I have a grow room. If you have not yet seen it, go ahead and take a look at my channel. I have a couple videos on there about that. But it might eliminate, if this goes well, like 20 trays of starts that I do every year of brassicas. So hopefully this turns out to be okay. So I'd like to start some heirloom brassicas in milk jugs to see if that actually helps also. If so, then I won't have to start so many in my basement next year, which would be great because then it will just give me more room to start flowers and stuff. Pretty stuff, not just stuff you can eat. So thank you guys for watching. That is one of the main reasons I wanted to try the milk jugs. Also because I don't have milkweed on my property and I have 4 gardens and I want to get milkweed started in all 4 of my gardens this year. That's it. I really hope you enjoyed my channel. This is Garden Jargon. If you are new to my channel, please check out the rest of my videos. There's about 200 of them. But I do a lot of how-tos in gardens. I do a lot of garden tours, and I grow 4 different gardens so I can make 4 different kinds of mistakes in 4 different gardens just to help you guys eliminate mistakes if you can. I thank you guys for the people that have actually watched me for some time now. I really do appreciate your support in sharing and liking my videos. It really does help me out in ways you don't understand. So thank you so much, guys. Take care and God bless.